Imagine a man.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna start. It's about to start real hateful. Okay, what we got today, man? We got the real problem with groupie culture. Video by Amaya J. It seems like we got a problem with groupie culture. What could possibly be the problem with groupie culture? Is it the fact that dude Dennis is getting hit up by random girls in the streets talking about, you want some head? And that shit happened normal once, not twice, a good amount of times. And they genuinely just do this on camera. No shame, no nothing, no decorum, just straight up fiending. Because this dude Dennis. That's scary, that's wild, and I hope that's not your sister. Because that's embarrassing. But let's see what Amaya J has to say about this.
Imagine a man pulling you to the side and saying, hey baby, I think you need to respect yourself more.
Ooh.
A man!
Huh?
Okay, but those are like high school.
To lick me?
Yeah, the licking is crazy. Why?
No.
If that's a wild offer, I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm lost. You said it one more time?
I said, are you looking for someone to lick you?
But you know, like, and you know you're on camera saying this. Like, you know this is about to go on his channel, right? Like, you're not, like, you can see the camera right in your face. Like, you know it's right there. And you still have full confidence in your chest. You know, that's actually impressive. The way you can completely ignore the fact that you know this is going to be recorded. You know people all over the world are going to see this. And you still go ahead and say some wild ass shit. That's typically what niggas do, bro. We just say shit for the clip. But you, come on, shorty. You got to have a little bit more respect for yourself. Like, come on.
To lick you.
Lick. Like with your mouth. Oh.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel.
Said,
My name is Amaya and welcome back to another episode of Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. Now, y'all that have been watching me for a minute before we get into the video, as you can see,
you're doing a lot of gestures. Like, you kind of, it's kind of like you need your re-up or something. Like, why are you doing all this twitching and all this? Come on now, let's stay composed.
I've moved into my own apartment. Yes, very much so. This is my couch.
Congratulations.
This is my sofa. These are my pillows. This is my home. So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Anywho, I also wanted to add before I get into today's video, this video is also sponsored. It's going to be sponsored by the streetwear brand Alfred Eden. If you're looking for back to school fits, use code Amaya25. Like it? Because I have a code. Use code Amaya25 and get that 25% off to get you a back to school discount for your back to school fits. Now, let's get in today's video. Y'all, you don't understand, like, sitting down and recording, I just feel so much right now. Like, I haven't been able to record. I've been unpacking and I just feel so giggly and excited, especially because today's video is messy. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the problem with groupie culture and how we've gotten out of hand, all the way out of hand. And what inspired me to make today's video was recently Duke Dennis doing his own stream, and on this stream a girlie was talking to him and flirting with him, and she started off the convo by saying, let me suck your
wiener.
You give good head.
I give great head. I give phenomenal head.
No, I don't doubt that.
Security guards just trying to keep composure. Like, it's so crazy that this shit happening right now.
And you know, he had to ask her if she said that or not, because you know, I'm not even gonna say I know it's Duke Dennis, because I don't understand the rave. I'm never going to understand a rave about a man that has multiple baby mamas, multiple kids, in his 30s, and is a streamer. I'm sorry. I know he has money, but come on now, let's use our brains. You know, let's have some better self-worth. And he's making thirst traps on TikTok with all these kids. Like, come on. But anywho, he continues to stream. He pulls her to the side, and in him pulling her to the side, she's saying that don't say anything to embarrass me, after she's repeatedly asked him on live to suck his wiener, and that she's really good at it.
She said she's skilled. She said she do this for a living. Like, okay, she didn't say that, but she really talking like she does though. Like, talk about she the best. That means you've had reviews. You've had people tell you. You've had not even just people. You've had a lot of people tell you, oh, that shit was phenomenal. Not only did they tell you, you saw it live. You've been they've exploded all over. That, you know what I'm saying? Let me keep it PG, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's been a whole lot of messiness going on there, and that's when you really think about that as a man. It's a very easy, quick way to get grossed out, because ain't nobody want nobody who's been giving it out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that shit was a bar, and that shit was poetic, and I might need to write that down and put it in my next song. I don't even know if I can say it again. That shit was cold. Am I tripping? Ain't nobody want nobody who giving it out to everybody. Write that shit the fuck down. Write that shit down. That was a bar. And I think that shit might get us out the hood. Is that gonna get me out of the hood? Amen. Amen.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, though.
Duke, you gotta.
I know, but listen,
You're Duke.
But listen,
We're Duke Dennis.
hear me out, though.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
Listen, you hearing me, you ain't listening, though.
Okay, I'm listening.
Look, never do that again.
You just touched my titty. I hope you know that.
No, I'm sorry. Never
Don't
do
be
that.
sorry.
I know, but never do that again. All right? Keep that shit on the...
DL.
Yeah, don't nobody...
I'm going to split it up into talking about the normalization of groupie culture and why it is extremely becoming normalized now due to the access of social media and the internet, and being able to, you know, get more access to influencers and celebrities. I'm going to be talking about trick and sugar daddy culture and how this ties into it, because if Duke Dennis did not have the money in the audience,
but he's neither a trick or a sugar daddy. It's not even about the money at that point. It's really the audience, is the clout, is the hype around the name Duke Dennis. That's what makes these girls want to do this shit. It's not about the money. It's not about thinking they got a shot with them. It's really just about saying, I've been with this nigga. And that's how crazy it gets when your name is up there. That's how clout works. Clout is a weird type of currency that's not even money. You think money matters? It really don't matter the way you think it does. Especially when it's like, so many girls are gassed a nigga up. When girls are gassing you up like that on social media, bro, every other girl is just gonna be like, huh, what's so special about Duke Dennis? Now I want to find out. Now I want to have him, because every other girl gassing him up. So if I get him, that means I'm up there too. I'm that girl, basically. And that's really how it works. It's that hive mind mentality. Like once you're validated by a few girls online, that's really all you need to take over the fucking game, basically.
Doubt that girls will be acting like this. And then I'm going to be talking about why these things are a problem, because, baby, we just throwing our things around because somebody got some money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got some money. If that's not your job, because one thing we're not about to do on this channel, and one thing Amaya don't do, is shame what people be doing when the doors are closed. But I will question your morals, because what happened, you know, in the scenario that would make you feel
trying to say Duke is a trick?
Not even just in a like, this is not making any sense, this is embarrassing type of way, but what would make you feel comfortable going up to another human being and saying something so volatile and derogatory to them, and that not be considered assault and harassment. Because I also have to acknowledge in this video,
She's a girl, she can get away with it, unfortunately.
Dukiana Denisina.
You're so wrong for this. You so wrong for this. You are so wrong for this. I know you don't care because you love to humiliate men. I'm already getting that vibe from you. I don't even know you like that, but I can already tell.
And he been a woman, and it was a man doing it. Even though society normalizes men acting a fool in this type of way, the behavior when you looked at like you're talking to women like this that you just met.
Okay, whenever you get in the pool, I'm gonna find.
All right, babe. I gotta go change and shit first.
Okay, yeah, you gotta get in something to.
I got you. Hey, how you doing?
Like you're talking about eating her tacos and how good of an eater you are, but that in itself, like that type of conversation has just been so normalized in our generation.
It has.
Where if you hear somebody doing that, or if you hear somebody saying that, it's not necessarily a reaction of disgust or like hesitation. People actually
sometimes, in some ways, now it's a good thing because it makes for a good clip, and now you make money off of it. So it's bad. You're almost being rewarded for saying wild shit to people. Hence the Shay Frost.
Find humor in somebody going up to somebody else saying these things, which is why there's been such a popularization of pop the balloon and things like this on the internet, where you can stand in somebody's face and say, you know, you're hot, but I want to eat your wiener. Come home with me.
How spontaneous are you?
Very spontaneous.
Makes sense.
Me too.
He sound like a freak.
Sound like a
When
freak.
I'm with a person and we out and I'm vibing, she vibing, it might be like, you know, take them off under that skirt. Type thing, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga is a fucking freak, and that's never. Oh man, no, you would never want to lead with this as a man, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, there are certain situations, there are certain places you can do this, preferably in private, preferably, please. But then, like, you don't want to go on a pop the balloon and start trying to be freaky, bro. What's wrong with you? That's never that. Why? Oh man, some niggas just be risking it all, man. You don't even look like the type of nigga who can get away with that shit too, bro. You gotta put pot belly and shit, man. Come on, man. You either gotta have like a 6-pack at least or something, or some muscle under that shirt, bro. Not some fat, some titties, nigga. Like, come on, bro. That was hard to watch.
We're not going to have a conversation. You don't know if he's clean. Same people who hop in these relationships end up on stuff that I watch every day, like a divorce court or Judge Faith saying that they fell in love after 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days and moved him into your home, have children, and then are confused as to why their life isn't going the way they want it to go. If you do not know what a groupie is essentially, in the past, it was like a man, like it was specified genderly as like, you know, women, pretty women that would be on the side of men, celebrities, athletes to be exact, and you know, they're there to look pretty.
We love groupies
and give free stuff, but we also know that they were there to open them legs. Okay, we know how, you know, the men are being exposed. Diddy's and Jay-Z's and all of them are allegedly being exposed.
But they were even like the Diddy wasn't even doing the girls though. He was doing the niggas. Let's not forget that.
For the stuff they were doing behind the scenes, so we know some of the stuff that was happening to these women. Now in 2025, you're starting to see groupie culture it's in the middle, I would say. You know, there are more girls who are just there to be around celebrities and stuff like that, to bring their image up and to get more followers. But you're starting to see a lot more of these celebrities and influencers have groupies that are just people who are other celebrities and influencers, that, you know, influencers low-key on the internet that we may all not know, but low-key they have like 200,000 followers on the talk or on YouTube. So if you catch me as a Charlie XCX groupie, there you go. There you go. If there's a list, put me on it. This is so important to talk about because it's slowly starting to, you know, invade our everyday lives. Like people getting on the internet now that we're in a recession, saying stuff like, if so-and-so offered me to pull up at their party, or if so-and-so invited me to a Diddy party, I will pull up and do whatever for however much amount of money. Or, you know, girls getting on the internet saying they want to be NBA wives and wags and stuff like this, knowing about being cheated on, and there's more reality TV shows.
Essentially sacrificing their dignity and their pride for the checks. Look, man, I don't have if that's what you want to do, go ahead. My thing, like, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life or what decisions to make. Of course, every decision you make has its own consequence, either good or bad. So, you know, you want to be an NBA wife, you want to make the money and stuff. Don't get mad when you start getting cheated on a regular basis. Don't get mad when he's never at home and he's always out partying with some other shorty. Don't get mad when he's showing all these other chicks attention and he's not giving you nothing. He only cares how the kids are doing, and that's it. And just gonna make sure you got your money. If that's what you want, then sure, go ahead. But if that's really not what you want, and let's be honest, that's most of the time that's not what you want. You want to be loved, you want to be cared for, you want to be taken care of, and most importantly, you want to be the only one. So choose wisely. That's what I'm gonna say.
Of, you know, women getting on talking about how they're NBA wives and wags and celebrity girlfriends and rapper girlfriends, and in all of these relationships they're getting cheated on, they're getting disrespected, and the man isn't doing nothing but handing them a gift, a bag, a pair of shoes, and a wad of money to solve the issues. And I feel like, you know, the more that this slowly tries to slip into our everyday culture, once again, people are getting far out of touch on what it looks like to be in a healthy relationship with somebody. You can be in a healthy relationship with somebody and they have the means to support you. Now, do I think it's smart to be with somebody and you cannot support yourself in any way, shape, or form?
No.
To the point where when they cut you off or when they're tired of being with you and they say, "Toodles, get out of my face," and you go, "Oh, I don't have any money." I don't think that's smart. But I think that if you do have somebody that's doing all that stuff and they are giving you money, you should be saving that money up. Because I honestly think that, you know, now that we're in a recession, I personally have a job. I hate working. I'm gonna be so honest. I think I hate working just because I'm working jobs that have nothing to do with my future. I want to go into marketing, I want to go into fashion, and that's not what I'm doing right now. So with that being said, me being a Gen Z and me being 20, me being around people my age, everybody else is giving they hate work too, especially because we're in an economy where people are
right now.
either unemployed because they can't get jobs,
She may
because
not be able, she may not need to do this. Soon enough, she may not actually need to do this. Just so great. I'm honestly happy for her.
after people are getting out of college and getting their diplomas, the unemployment rate is going higher for my generation for some reason. But even with that, the jobs we're getting, it's like rinky dinky jobs. Like, babe, I want a big girl job. I want a real job. Give me that big money-ons. I don't need to do 17 years of experiments. I'm telling you, I have 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's all you need to know. We're currently in a generation of people who are not in touch with themselves, cannot afford to live, and are slowly being force-fed this porn-filled, freak-filled normalization of toxicity. And it's very scary. It's very scary because if we don't nip this type of stuff in the bud, you know, this current world is a product of the previous generation not nipping so much stuff in the bud. That's why we are where we are now. So if we do not nip these things in the bud for the next generation, you know, because personally my YouTube channel, I want to be, not only is my YouTube channel a means of having conversations about nuanced conversations about random things, but it's also going to be a means of, you know, my future generation of kids will be able to watch these videos and see this is how mommy was thinking at 20, and this is what was going on in society at this time.
She's from New Jersey, huh? Sorry, I was just picking up on the accent. I'm like 20 going on. I think she's from Jersey.
Right. And these were the issues that we were enduring. You get me? But that was it for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my other channel, and have a beautiful day.
Maya Diaries. Just cooking up on the channels, okay? Shout out to Amaya. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. I made an assumption at some point during the video. It was an assumption. I don't know if it's true yet, so I can't stick to it. I just got a little hint or taste of like, oh, I hate men. I want to humiliate men because men are fucking terrible. I don't know that yet. I don't know nothing about you. Maybe if I continue watching your videos and I might realize I'm either wrong or dead on right. I don't want to lead on that assumption. This is my first time reacting to your video. Good video. Good stuff. Shout out to Amaya. Yeah. That's the real problem with the groupie culture, I guess. Is again, it's more of a y'all problem. Niggas ain't tripping on this. We most guys would love to have groupies. I would say I would like to, but I know the type of person I am, I will get tired of it very, very quickly. I don't like having to deal with all that attention. And I just know it's just gonna come with so much problems, so much unnecessary temptation, and I don't want to deal with all of that. I don't. So rather avoid it in general, to be honest. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Just turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ayo Gerald out.